I'll check out. All right, so already it's a new map, so it's gonna be some stuff like this going on. You should go through the new rollout. I think it's just better. It's quicker. It's an easier jump, but mostly a good rollout. Pretty quick. Good health. All right. Here the goal on this mid, by the way, this specific one where you go right side, they go like right side from their perspective. You've rotated sides. You want to be fisting these noobs who are, you know, sitting inside each other. Especially these two. These two are right next to each other, and they're combo players. Like, but you know, hitting the soldiers is also super good. So we'll see what happens here, though. You're probably going to do something like that anyway. I can't imagine you wouldn't. All right, pretty good mid. I guess your team did a like push across with bombs. Well played. First mid so far makes sense. It adds up. I think maybe some missed shots, but yeah, that's not the point of the demo review. You'll get better at that over time. This is really aggressive. You need to run now. As soon as you've seen that guy with beam, you should be running. Okay, you're out. You're fine. It's a nice idea though, to go forward, maybe get some cheeky trap kills. Peeking this now, yeah, this no longer makes sense. There's no reason to take this fight for your team. It's not actually going that bad though. Wow, okay. Oh, they've like lost a player as well, but honestly, I don't think that would have changed too much. That was a pretty clean entry. You don't need to keep moving here, you can play the ad. You're so close to Uber and you know they're going to get their spawns. Which you guys do. Nice. Alright, this is a very hard Uber, like even at the high level, so... It shouldn't be, but people have trouble with it because it's not a commonly played map. Alright. Scout's being dropped from Uber. Yeah, too many people in Uber. Your scout gets dropped because your soldier wants a flash. He gets immediately killed post Uber. And your Uber ends when you're down 3 and have 0 position. No, like, serious Demoman mistake yet, but that's what was going wrong on the team level. You didn't really get a chance to play this properly. You should be running. You and your medic should be running. You should be out with your med here. You wait way too long to leave. You need to recognize that it's like, as soon as you went down 3 and the Uber ended, it's like, I think even before that point, you should have just been like, this is dog crap. They go on second for free. You got your spawns on mid, so you can set up a disad on mid. Disad on, oh, I guess you guys are pressuring? Okay. This is ultra aggressive. They're fully red. You need to be way further back. And so here's another thing that I'll say to, like, I've been saying this in a lot of my demo reviews at any level, because usually when people ask for demo reviews, it's like a game that they did quite poorly in. A lot of problems can be fixed by just your pocket scout and your medic playing tight. So like in that entire sequence there, you spawned and then you like instantly went to like a flank door when the enemy team had full ad anyway. Like if you just play inside your combo and like play further back and respect the Uber, it's boring, but it's you know, it's the correct play. It's the more consistent play. So just but you know, that again, it's not just a demo mistake there. You know, the entire combo should be playing tighter. Your pocket scout was like pressuring Cargo to get a demo pick when he probably should have been supported. Like it's really wonky. Okay, you get out here. All in all, not bad. You're probably gonna get Uber here. I like trapping Toxic. Okay, then you just jump away. Right. I don't know if this is gonna get abused. Considering the scoreline, I think it might do. The hardest, the easiest door for like most teams to get through, if a demo man's looking at Cargo, is gonna be Toxic. They can like easily flood in through there. Like one soldier is not enough to hold that doorway. So I think if you treat this like a sort of snake water second, where by default you're looking at toxic as if so toxic's like lower on snake water second. You're looking at lower by default, but you'll rotate to saw if they need your help. You should look at toxic by lower, toxic by default, and then rotate to cargo if you see if like your pocket can call that there's a lot of action there. Like you and your roamer can kind of lock down toxic. But it doesn't look like they're on the move yet. That's what I would do personally. Again, things are different in mid, so maybe there's a lot of teams just drying cargo because it's also ultra dryable considering how big the door is. You should be holding. Okay, it's even evens. You should be holding this far more aggressively than you are. Alright. You've been forced, they even have a pick. They have a 5S Aruba. This is really crap. Yeah, I think so. There's like I said, right? Just go wherever the enemy combo is going, but like just like be very thoughtful of like their rotate is a far easier rotate than yours. As the team on mid, like they can rotate between the two doors super easily. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that it's very clear that it looked like one of those things where like it was like a misreading of the situation, and he's like capable of holding it close, but didn't because he didn't know the situation. Still bad though. That's just poor awareness, but that'll come naturally with experience, where you'll be more in tune with the state of the game. And so first round lost to that essentially. That's sad. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that later, Koyo. Zambz's Gully POV, at least. How do you know? Did I say something about reviewing that? I might have. I'm gonna be checking out another mid demo as well. Or low? I forget. Turkish player called Lemmy. I'm gonna check his POV out. See what's up. Okay, hold on. I need to rewind because this is important. First of all, I think it's kind of bad what's going on in this mid, but I want to explain why really thoroughly. Alright, slow rollout first of all, but that's not the thing that's super bad. This is just kind of bad. Alright. I like you going for the sticky on the bridge. That's smart. Alright. You can't stop here. Stopping there is ultra troll. Because, like, you know, your medic shouldn't be running ahead of you. And, like, you being here is, like, irrelevant. And so now you're ultra slow to get to, like, where you should be. And that's, like, the point where they just walk across. If you had, like, kept holding W, you would have been in position for their walk across and, like, would have done damage to the guys on bridge. I still think it's probably a losing fight for you, considering they were so fast on this push. This is good from Red. But, it would have been a lot better than this. Because, like, for this time when I press play here, by the time you get here, yeah, you eat some spam. Okay, and you're being pussy again. Here, like, this is really good from them. I guess you just eat too much damage, because you ate damage on the ramp. You eat damage here, and now you have to wait for the bow, so you have zero vision on them coming across. And I think by the time you get healed, they're in. Yeah, now you're fucked. You get some decent damage. Wait, what the fuck? You guys win this? Jesus. Maybe I'm full of crap. Maybe I know nothing. I really don't like that. I feel like that should have worked for Red. They get your med, but you'll always lose your med for a mid win like this. This is really dominant. Okay. I'm full of shit. I still stand by what I said. This isn't me, I think, like, that was kind of lucky that that worked. Like, if one of their soldiers lands on you, you should be, you die there 100%. But it wasn't just you, it's like your team. Like, I don't get how your team won that with, like, maybe some other players pogged. Even you did good damage. You did a lot of damage. It was just late. I was just surprised that you guys won that. Especially because the first time round I watched it, I think I only saw them get your med first and none of them dying. And I was like, wait, this is awful. Blue's gonna full wipe, and then they don't. Okay. I don't know, I still don't like the way you played that, because the big part of it is the like sort of like lack of awareness and like you have zero vision and then like they get the pounce on you. Like that should go well for them more often than it goes badly like it just did. Okay. So basically big thing is don't stall on that ramp and like make sure you can maintain vision, because that's like how you're gonna get fucked there. Pretty much. Yeah, your Solly's fucked them walking across. And you also did good damage, it was just late. So that's like, I guess they did the early damage that you should have done. And you did the late damage that they should have done. Which is perfectly fine. That's just how it is sometimes. It ended up working out. I didn't pay too much attention to that. Hold on, I want to rewind that. Because I was talking about my last point. I have zero clue what just happened there. Alright, so all your spawners went to second. Oh, not all. You and your projectiles went to second. Your 2 scouts went back for your... No, one of your scouts fed early. I missed that part even. This again looks like a lack of vision thing. Okay, you're looking at the door that the combo is going to be coming through. But your team is in no position to fight this. You're already down one. Your 2 soldiers are playing on the left instead of to like spam right or like, you know, support you in any way. So this is just out. Ah, fucking hell. Wrong button. Alright. Whatever. Okay, so you and your med should be getting out of here though, I imagine. Because I remember your entire team wipes it pretty much. Except you and your med. You and your med are playing this well, to be honest. Everyone else on your team feeds. That was a really ambitious fight to take. As soon as one of you dies, as soon as your like scout is dead and your soldiers are in no position to keep fighting, like there should be like a decisive call for like everyone to attempt to live. You can hold this. You can no longer hold this. They have ad, but maybe it's unknown. It looks like it's unknown. Your med is so fucked. Oh, dude, the shot that hits him air shots you. That's insane. Alright. This was just, yeah, poorly counted Ubers. That's fine. That's like a thing your med will get better at. And then, as long as your team listens to him, then you'll be fine. Let's see if this is holdable. This is not holdable. Obviously, it's a very low chance of you guys holding this. Guy coming out here on his own is like throwing. But it could have just been like one of those chaos things where like he doesn't know which side you guys are. But yeah, it's like poor coordination. Also, like, Pyro is like ultra worthless here. I know Redwood's a Highlander player, but come on. Yeah. But basically, what you want to be doing here is call a side to be getting out of and just do it. It's always going to be crap. It's just a really tiny detail I noticed. Scout or heavy? Pyro doesn't make sense. Heavy is not as bad as people think it is, because like often if you had time to get the heavy out, often it will be like the stabilizing factor and like the reason you hold something. And then like if you lose it because he was too slow, you're probably going to lose it with a scout anyway. Again, it's really situational, and I think just 2 scouts would have been the best play. Pyro is so crap here on this last with like no heavy or engineer to defend. And there's like no one oppressing you at the spawn door instantly, so there's no need for the pyro. Like your best chance is demo locking down point and your scouts trying to find like a cheeky pick on a guy like playing alone. I wonder if they meet you this time. I just like this. Okay. You're like just spamming out a bunch of uncharged stickies, and they're all like missing. I think they are, at least. It looks like they are. So I really think like it's gonna be better for your damage output to just charge stickies and tag these guys, as well as like it's gonna be better for your ammo conservation like later on. Okay, that can be fine then, I guess. I want to see. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I thought they were like falling off the bridge and missing. Okay, it's kind of interesting. That's not that bad. I thought you were just missing a bunch of uncharged stickies. It's interesting, and I don't think it's horrible, but I still think the other thing I said is better. So, okay, look at this. KCR bombed this guy and did like 100 to him. If you had tagged him with a sticky, he's dead right now. That's like one really good example of like why you just take that. Plus, you're going to be pushing across here, right? I know for a fact you will be. Your scout's needing to push, you climb up the stairs, and you're down like a bunch of stickies that are most likely going to do nothing. Maybe this guy dies to it if he lands on it. Let's see. Unlucky. Okay. Still not a bad mid because you push across and have like some stuff loaded. Yeah, this is not bad. It just probably could have been better. Nice pipe. Okay, but here, like, you had to, like, reload a bunch of stuff. And if you hadn't done that trap, you would have had a bunch of ammo. And they probably could have gone messed up. Yeah. The trap is nice on, like, if you're planning on chilling. But I don't think chilling is good. Especially in lower divisions. I think, like, getting good at going aggro. And, like, just sending it is probably the best plan. Even at the highest levels, most maps do just reward being the first to initiate. It's very like there's like Snake Orchard is like the best map to chill on, and even there, like I don't know how good it is. But that mid wasn't horrible. You did your job. It just you could have made it more efficient, and like they probably would have full wiped, or like maybe the med gets out. Who knows? Alright, you're bullying your way in through cargo. You're taking the space. This is nice. I think they're flanking you for lower or some bullshit. Oh, you haven't capped mid. Yeah, this is silly. And nice from them. So here's another thing about Reckoner. At all times on the map, the team that's on mid should have a soldier playing this position here, lower. And he can spot this, and then it won't lead to this situation happening, basically. Like, one soldier playing here. And this guy can even help in the push into second as well, right? Like, let's say you had the cap fully completed and these guys didn't go for this play, but they were also giving you space cargo like they had, right? Instead of being in lower, they were just like towards point or something. Like, this guy can get in through lower and onto like the solo guy close on cargo, while your scout and demo pressure through cargo. Suddenly you have a free pick, plus your pocket's relinked up with your heals, and he's like cleared this flank. So I think pocket soldiers should pretty much always play this position, especially when you know it's like especially when the cap isn't finished. You need to be able to defend this guy from getting blocked. So I imagine that's what went wrong here, considering this soldier died like just now. I think that was just completely unspotted, is what I would guess. But yeah, this is just pure chaos. The enemy team's completely outbrained you. Dear God, it's a massacre. Yeah, on stale. I think on so let alone just the pocket. This is like a thing. You'll see most high level teams do. Law. They'll have like there'll be a soldier position that's the most important soldier, right? So like let's say you're down a soldier just because it was like okay, for example, right? Process second. The most important soldier on process second as the team that's on their own second is the IT soldier, right? You know, you need to be able to spot the flank. If your roamer dies, your pocket, like in lower levels, the pocket might not rotate because it'll be like, oh, I'm not the roamer, I don't need to watch the flank. But it's the more important soldier role is to be there. So basically, like I think when your pocket's dead, basically in that. So now if you put that on reckon at mid, if your pocket's dead but the roamer's up, he should be watching lower and like leave the other door unchecked. That was a very ambitious push into second. You need to wait for the cap on this map. Like this is, I think that what just happened is like a perfect example of like how blockable this cap is. It's a very good like flank map, like a very good chaos map. So you just need to respect the fact that like your scout capping mid is really vulnerable to being blocked. Like, because Toxic is also like another place he's vulnerable to if you have no one watching it. But like, you know, or it should really just take one scout to spot Toxic because it's so long. Like if you see an entire combo coming that way, he can scream about it and your demo can sticky it up instead of cargo. Alright. So they're gonna have a pretty big ad here. I guess you have like one soldier on mid making chaos. He's also still denying their cap of mid as well. Unlucky that he dies, but he did delay that for a while. He also got that scout, Jesus. On animal. I didn't know KCR was playing soldier now. Alright, I like this aggression into lobby, but they're close to you, so you need to chill. The team probably should have been building a gun, but maybe they couldn't because of these guys spamming? I don't know. Alright, so you have a scout and a sniper here. You're not set up for the disad. Okay, number one rule, especially with a cap this big and how easy it is to play, you need to sticky the point here. But like, every last, you should be sticking point. There's one last where there's like an argument that you don't have to, and that's process, because of how easy it is to re-sticky point from spawn, if you're playing the spawn doors. But even on that map, it's so good. So like, get that drilled in, like, on a disad last hole, just sticky point. You don't have to do anything cute with it, you don't have to like hide the stickies, just put 8 stickies on point. In a way that's like, most annoying for a scout to have to clear solo, and like, is least fucked up by a soldier rocketing your stickies off. They're very slow on the push in. You guys get a lot of Uber. Alright, so you do get some 6 on point. I guess they don't think it's ad? No, they must do. Okay, there. Oh shit. What am I doing? Alright. I didn't see what you did, but it looks like they're just pooping on you guys at the spawn door, so... Wait, you're pooping on them. This is nice. Just resup here. It's a med up only. The only way you die is to a bow. Avoid the angles, get the resup. Nice, nice, nice. Nice hold from you. That guy gets your scout. That's rough. I guess you guys aren't trying to push this? I think you should be. Yeah, you peek new. This is nice. I think optimally that would be your pocket going free there, but this is still fine. Really nice damage onto that guy. You're not getting him anymore though. You're really isolated here. So you need to keep that in mind. Yeah, look. Okay, you're an animal. If you don't sticky pipe that guy though, you're fucked. That's nice though. And I guess his team were coming to help you as soon as he came in. That's a bit poor from your scout and med, and also slightly from you. You want to be like spotting the soldier. Like people need to be you know everyone plays with match HUD, I imagine, right? You should see that there's a soldier up. Like you need to think like, oh, we're entering through this like tiny door with like poor vision. Like where do you think the soldier's coming from? Yeah, you could pre-sticky it. But again, like I think even if you pre-stickied it, you're only trading that guy because of the way your med and scout played it. Yeah, pre-sticky, you can pre-sticky every choke in the game. At Gully, you do it on the floor. Process second to mid, you're pushing through the choke on process. You can sticky like high on the walls and instead, because of like that's the way the soldiers land most of the time. Like I honestly, it's something that like even like high level demos don't do enough. But like it's a really good habit to just pre-sticky things in these situations where like you're clearly winning, you're getting through an area quickly. As a demo, you don't have too much value in those scenarios because you're kind of slow. I mean, you could go in on the chase, but that's just pure greed. Really, the best thing for you to do there was to just sticky the floor. Your scout and med had poor awareness though. Your med like ran in really quick as well, like didn't bait in the choke. So I think that was like a bit of a fucked situation no matter what, but don't get me wrong, this is still a really good situation. It's just, it could have been even better. It was like a nice chase from your team, and like I understand why your med wants to get in quick, but I think like your flankers had gotten the enemy med anyway. Like the combo didn't need to be in on that chase. Like they were just fucked. This is nice. Okay, really nice. Good punish. You guys could be dry pushing to last here. They don't have Uber. They're down 2 scouts, so they have 0 off classes. Yeah, definitely dry push. You're waiting for your crit buff. Other people are ahead of you. 2 guys out of trap. That's unlucky. This is probably lost now. That's rough. Honestly, as soon as you lose 2 there, you run. I get that you want to keep fighting it because that double kill only made the fight kind of even rather than being actually good for red, but 100% the correct decision as soon as those 2 guys is to back out. Your med wouldn't have gone headshot. You also wouldn't be dead, but you trade out for the med here. There's no way you get anything else. Yeah, okay. You trading for the med there at the end is really nice. It's well played from you. But like the whole team decision, as soon as those 2 guys die to that trap, is to just run. Rough. That guy gets hard cleared. A lot of the problems your team is having right now is just like never wanting to back out. You guys are too interested in fighting and committing to fights that are like already lost. I like this, sticking yourself off, spamming like a dickhead. This is your Roma though, so okay, like, is this your Roma? I don't know if Casey has your Roma or your pocket. I don't get why you like your med wasn't there. The fuck is this? KCR's Roma. You shouldn't be, yeah. Okay, this is hilarious. Please tell me no. Okay, that works, but this is really dumb. Like, you don't want to be on the flank there. Those guys are morons as well. And okay, and so I would say for you, your biggest issue so far that I've been seeing from this is like you love ending up on the flank. You should like cargo even more. Cargo's a far better area to fight. Toxic is better for a soldier. Like toxic entire team will also work, but like you know, I don't like the like flank demo on Reckoner mid theory. There's times in a lot of maps where like it's fine for a demo to hold a flank, but this isn't one of them. Like Gullywash, you'll end up holding big door and stuff a lot. I just think your team would like benefit a lot if like you have your pocket playing lower and like you and your scout playing cargo, and you pressure cargo in that way. Like 2 angles for them to contest with. Plus demo and cargo is such a nice fight for the demo. You get like some really nice like sticky spam angles. Thanks, Ian. Thank you, thank you. Happy Eid to you as well, bro. This is an interesting fight. They force. You just run here. Pretty lucky that you get out. Your med's on you. You have no one else with you. You can't keep pushing this. You have no scout in your combo. Every time I say you can't do this, he does it. It's so good. Damn, that works. Oh, you Ubered. Okay, yeah, Ubering is fine. You got 2 kills. That's insane that worked. That was nice from you and your soldier. But it's not just you. Like that shouldn't have. Like your entire team does it, so that's good. But it's still like a losing situation most of the time. This is good. This is just. This should be around here. Okay, but again, you're not on the door of your med. Everyone's just spread out. Yeah, you're gonna lose this fight, I imagine. Or do you? No, there's no way. They were down too many people at the start. You want to be sticking point here. Don't reload pipes. Okay. You win it anyway. Dear God. You're demonic this round. Those scouts are toxic, man. But, you know, I'm sure you understand, like, it's like the classic thing, right? Like, just because something works doesn't mean it's good, right? So, there's a lot of that going on as well. Yeah. Cool. It's still a shooter game. If you can swag on someone, then, yeah, it'll work. The big question is, are you always going to swag on someone? Okay, I'm going to rewind that and watch that back. Probably with view models on, so I have some level of understanding of the ammo situation. Yeah, I think it was like your ammo management was kind of what went off about it. Like, there was no reason to spam pipes from that range. Yeah, okay. You shoot all, like, all or most of your stickies, then shoot all 4 of your pipes, and then your team initiates and you have nothing. So that's all it is. It's just poor ammo management. This is fine, by the way, right? Like, you can say, like, as soon as you've shot your stickies down, you should just press S and reload a bit, and then be like, okay, I'm not ready yet. Wait till you get, like, probably 5 stickies minimum, and then say, like, yeah, okay, let's hit it. I'm ready to go. You don't need 8 for a walk across. Obviously, it's nice to have 8, but, you know, you don't need it. So this is, like, poor team coordination plus poor ammo management from you. Like, either you're not saying that you have no ammo for this push across, or, like, I don't know. Or, like, you were the one who, like, didn't pay attention to the fact that your team is gonna want to initiate early. Yeah, you didn't commit, and from what I've been seeing on the mids, the team likes initiating early, so you should be knowing better than to spam all your shots. Yeah. Still not a disastrous mid. You get the med. Your mids have been good on this map so far. Like, as a team. That was like the first lost one.
Time has been added. The control point is being captured. Time has been added.
Yeah, those are both fine solutions, Law. But I would say, like, the big thing is don't mix and match it. It should be, like, consistent, like, free scrims and stuff, like, how you want to be setting that up. I kind of want to check out why you guys didn't pressure second, actually, during all of this. I should have considered that real quick. This is mid.
control point is being contested.
Okay, I also didn't watch the rest of the mid from your team's perspective, but I feel like your scout and med could have had an escape plan there. Oh no, they ended up on the wrong side. They were probably fucked. Yeah, I guess your meta's like the latest spawn on planet Earth. That's actually insane that he got a slower spawn than the scout who died like a second before him. That's really unlucky. And you guys decided to not peek this. It's reasonable. They had all their projectiles up. So you can be up here now. That's fire. Okay. Thank you, Hugo. Yes, it's my birthday. Yes, I'm demo reviewing. So what? They have some ad as well. This is rough. They're probably gonna take this in. Let's see if you set up for this ad. The team is not set up for this ad. You're really far forward. Again, I'm not gonna beat the dead horse, but you want 8 sticks some point and to be in a position to kite the Uber. And this is neither of those things. You trade out though, so that's nice. 22, dude. Big 40. That's my rapper name. Unlucky. Your other soldier's through there. Okay. This is a rough situation. They now have Uber. You hear them. You hear them with your headphones that they're coming from behind you. That's rough. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That one's just rough. It was like you have a poor take into mid, and then like after that, like you have poor awareness of the situation and the way they could be rotating. If it were me and I see cargo as fucking empty, I'm like losing my mind at the possibility of being flanked toxic or lower. And that's without audio. Like with the audio, you hear that they're coming right here. And I'm not even like a guy who plays with like ultra loud volume, and I could make it out, so. Yeah, combo should leave cargo. No, but here's the thing. It's a disad situation on mid, right? Yeah, no. One scout has to cap. One soldier should spot lower. Your pocket scout can play on the hut in front of cargo and spot toxic, like, all the way from back there, I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain the angle works like that. And your med and demo, like, playing in cargo. Like, he can spot toxic from here. And, like, see cargo as well, because great vision on it. Like, just from here. Roma playing lower, he can pressure this and, like, go behind. One scout pressuring cap. You're probably not going to get it in time, though. And demo medic playing that door. I haven't seen what happened here, but it looks like red team just fucking hardcore feed for no reason. After they have a really good Ebro mid. Can you do a quint? No? Don't think so. Where's your med? Yeah, he's just been picked up now, I guess. Maybe he was dead. Is your team going to mid? No. Alright. This is fine. But here's the thing, right? So you know that thing I was saying about like you should have demo toxic by default? You don't even necessarily have to do that if like your spam doors that have heal your spam players that have heals can play aggro on their doors initially and spot deep for info, right? Like I think that's exactly what Law's doing as well, so that's good. Yeah, exactly. Here he sees the cross to toxic. He sees random doofuses in cargo. Thank you, Wan. Thank you, thank you. This is a mid demo. Nice, okay. I like the way you play that. It's fine to go aggro there on that guy who's alone, just feeding into your door. Now you've sent a sack in. He's creating a lot of chaos, and you start peeking out from behind it. That's nice. This is still good for you, because your pocket scout got another kill. Yeah, you take the space. This is good. You're a bit slow to pressure off of his chaos, but that's fine. Like, you're the demo there. It's better for you to not feed there than to, like, be too aggro. You can't always know, like, how aggro you should be there. You end up using this. Scout dies, you've locked them out. Bunch of damage on the med. I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen here. Yeah, okay. This is not that great a fight. They have literally all their projectiles up and you knew that they were all here. So you're pushing into free projectiles. When you're already like, I think you were down a soldier plus a scout capping. It's a 4v4. It's not one man versus the world, but it's still like a... There's no way you kill everything here. Okay, thank God. You've done it too many times. But that wasn't like just you, like that was like, that's not you feeding, that's like a team, that's like a poor team decision to push that. Like, especially on a, again, I'm gonna keep saying it, on a map like this, with how vulnerable this scout is, and like, you're down a soldier, you just need to lock up the doors and chill a bit, and then start moving. Like, as soon as your scout caps, you could probably maybe have dried Toxic, all their projectiles were cargo, and their scouts were dead, so they would have been like late in. Maybe there's a chance that Toxic is just free. Exactly, Beta. But you need to do it every time.
The control point is being captured.
That's not true at all. I hate that. Don't listen to Beta. They have ad, but a small one.
Time has been
I like the sticky ready to jump out with. That's funny. Oh, you fuck it up. Oh, he's out anyway. Okay, that's nice. You get a scout pick. You're ready to repush. You have decent health. You're just not on your combo again, is the only thing I would say about this. They're still not bad. Yeah, this is fine. You've kept the Uber. There's a guy behind that is most likely unspotted. Alright, this is fine. I think you're with your combo as well. Not really, you're above them, but it doesn't really matter. That was one of the few times where it's truly inconsequential whether you're on them or not. Frag vids have ruined the generation of projectile players.
alert. The control point is being contested.
Not even a generation. Every projectile player in history.
The control point is being captured.
Alright. This is nice. Yep. It's not full out anymore. They get the Uber just in time. It's still good. You should commit here instead of backing up into that guy and juggling both yourself and him. But I guess it ends up fine. Yeah. I think you could have just committed through that door. That guy's Uber is slightly longer. You're taking a rocket after Uber, but you also have 10 other guys around you. Don't like this. Like, reload stickies here. You don't have to commit in with pipes. This is a very, like, you're most likely going to win anyway. But let's see what happens. Yeah, this is a win if you have sticks out. If you had just chilled on these stairs, reloaded some stickies, taking your time aiming them, like, wait, what? Is that more? There's no way you fucking win this. No! I'm a moron. Every time I say something looks awful, it ends up being fine. That is good. Still, way too close. That would have been like the cleanest push ever if you had just chilled on stairs, shot stickies. You can literally shoot your friendlies with them. Alright, you're doing left side mid. Alright, this mid all... Okay, I don't like you sitting in this doorway. It's a very easy way for you to get locked out of this mid completely and have them trample over your team. And it kind of looks like it's gonna happen soon with how aggressive they are and like the positioning they're taking. This mid all comes down to you want to deny their combo walking up this ramp, so you just sticky this and you only det if you know you're going to get damage, and make sure you keep re-sticking it, as well as you can spam pipes at guys on this crate and hurt. That's the 100% best way of playing it. And again, you don't want to get locked out into toxic. You want to be able to back up towards cargo rather than into toxic, where you're just taking like your medic out of the fight if he wants to come heal you, or he has to turn and like face away from the enemy team. Yeah, that's fine. It's a pretty simple way to play it. It's pretty simple, but like it's fair to know if you don't know how to play it, because it's not a mid most people do. I also don't think it's that great, but it's fine to throw in, and like if you play it right, it's really strong. As I said, most important thing is deny enemy combo walking up here. Your secondary job is to support your scouts and soldiers in fighting for crate and hurt. That's like all you do. And I've said it like twice already, don't want to get locked into toxic. It's like the biggest no-no. It's so shit if you get locked out here. Like even if you have to walk back, get a pack and come back in, it's so crap. And that's exactly what's happening. But your soldiers are beasts. And they kind of played it like pussies, I think. There's other people on the map, so you know, like one guy like playing his role like slightly inefficiently doesn't matter that much if other guys are. It's not like you were like completely worthless. It's just not optimal. This is nice. Rough. You can even leave that med for your scout to kill. As soon as the demo dies, you could even start looking forward there, so that you're aware of that soldier. And maybe you're probably dying to him in one rocket because you're hurt, but maybe you can get a pipe on him, trade with him, something like that. Is this guy in? Did I just see something? No. Alright. 2-2. They get 2 more rounds. They just dry fight you and fuck you up here. You have ad. Maybe you take a bad Uber in. Defaulting to toxic again. But maybe you push it this time? Looks like you're pushing it. This is nice. They just give it to you for free and you take it for free. All 6 are in front, but I only know that because of wall hack. Okay, you have like the world's freest entry into last as well. Your med needs to use this here earlier as well. Your team took a bit too much damage there, and that guy gets a lucky trap kill on you. That's rough. Your med loses out of like some poor flashes and poor timing on it. Just a bit of greed at the start of Uber.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
But it's not just greed, like if no one's calling to use it, like why should he use it? If he's the perfect med, he would have used earlier, basically, but that's hard. Nice trap kill. Yeah, yeah. This is fine. You just leave this. You have to go out early because you're already hurt. But here's the thing, right? So this situation, as they enter, you could have been spamming more aggressively and being more of a doofus to get traps up if you were like on the same door as your heals. So like biggest takeaway is try be on your heels more in most situations. It's you know, it's the best thing you can be doing. It would help your team a lot and you a lot. Like nice pre-fire. I think that hit. I like you sticking point here. How do you lose this 4-2? Your soldiers have such a delightful crunch on the post either. No, please don't tell me you're back capped. You're a bit slow in, but I guess your team bullied them out anyway. Alright. What door does your team go here? This is big ad. Toxic. Okay, this is bad. Toxic is again, I wanna just talk about this for like everyone because if people wanna know how to play Reckoner, this is important. This is one of like the biggest like scams on planet Earth. Like right after you cap second, you have full Brad and you wanna push into mid on Reckoner. Going Toxic looks so like it looks so nice. The door's right there. You end up like on the high ground on mid, but there's so much distance to cover and you're so separated from your flank. I think pretty much every time you're pushing into mid on this map, it's the quickest entry to mid. I'll give it that, right? Overall. But like unless the enemy team is full wiped and you know there's zero cap of like zero threat of a back cap or like the enemy team shoving your flank or bullshit like that, or like even if they have a sniper, man, a sniper like staring at Toxic, that pushes over. Like you're not getting in. You're not getting in without using and having the most like cataclysmically dogshit Uber. So I'll say this like to everyone watching: if you want to know a fun fact about Reckoner, Toxic's a really overrated door. This is where you go to get fucked by back caps and dumb bullshit, and I think that's what's gonna happen considering the fact you lose this match 4-2. Okay. You should be jumping in on this Uber. It goes fine. I'm full of shit. My point still stands. I don't know how this goes so wrong for your team. Oh, again. You're having trouble capping. You're already down one. Your entire team is split like randomly across the entirety of mid. Like zero cap time. You know that they have the Uber, so some of you guys are playing passive. Some of you aren't. Oh no, 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 no. And now you start capping mid a bit. Yeah. This is rough. I guess you go to fight Toxic here, because you know their team's here. Oh, rough. Oh, that soldier's so hurt. Okay. That didn't go bad because of the Toxic push. That went bad because of, you didn't get enough of your Uber. You weren't violent enough with it. You lost a guy on the flank, and you had zero cap time the entire time. But you weren't ever going to cap that, I think, right? Like, the enemy team could just Uber in for the guy capping, and then suddenly they have a good fight on mid with better spawners. But I will say, just overall, don't push from Toxic. We didn't get to see the reason why there, but don't push Toxic. It's really good if the enemy team's wiped. Or like, you know there's zero threat of anything bad happening at cargo or lower. But that's its only use. Alright. Last mid. Left side again. Let's see what happens this time. Last mid you won it. Because your team played it well and even you didn't play that. But this is too aggressive. Like, I think you're just going to die here. You never want to go, like, really past this line here that you're currently standing on. Like, this is as aggressive as you should be. And you're, like, here with 40 health, so... This is fucked. Yeah. Yeah, the timing's never going to work out for you, though. But, you know, new map, you're learning shit. You immediately get punished. You're probably never going to try that again anyway. You didn't need me to tell you that. Dude, Deer is a fucking boss. Never mind. Alright. So I guess we get to see another disad last hold. One that you lose. I like spotting second here. And the thing is, like, see, here's the thing. Your team had plenty of time to build a gun here. And I think it's fine to have, like, one scout on last building a gun. But everyone else can go forward and spot. As long as they're not too aggressive. Like, especially with the new rollout, it's really easy to have, like, a bunch of people being doofuses trying to get, like, a free random kill. This is stupid from both this guy and your soldier. Like, that red scout was done for that, but so was that guy. You just get caught in lobby. Okay, your team was... Oh my god! Yeah. I think we know what went wrong there. Just not respecting a new red. Maybe one more mid, unless people troll it. Yeah, another mid. Okay, it's not a troll mid. Nice pipe. Stop looking at that guy. Yeah, look at these guys. You could have pooped on them here, and I think he still did do a lot of damage. That's insane that you don't die there. Nice. Mostly a good mid.
Control point is being contested.
Your team loses your med a lot on every mid, even the ones you win. So maybe, I don't know like what's up with that. I'm not like watching your med or your pocket scouts POV though, so I don't know, just something to consider. But I think it's still fine to like lose your med every mid if you're winning a lot of them. Just a Mac, okay. Alright. I put in a bunch of little details obviously throughout the entire thing. I think like 100% though, like biggest thing you should work on is like being with your pocket scout and medic. That's it. I think if you do that, it'll like trickle down and fix a lot of the other little things anyway. Damn. But yeah, not a bad demo for a mid demo. There's like some nice stuff in there. Some nice mechanics, some nice inspiration. I'm gonna check out the zambz one now. Well, zambz on Gullywash, not Reckoner. No worries, dude. Not map. But alright, let's see what happened this game. This guy got kinda, he went up like 3-0 and then got pooped on, right? I think that's what happened this game. I remember watching it. Scuffed rollout. Not too much of an issue, probably. Let's find out. I like what he's shooting a lot. I like that he's across a lot. This is dope. This is fucking fire. Med and Scout die to the enemy soldier duo. That's fine. Good mid. From zambz and team. Now this could be suspect. This could be troll. I don't like going river here. I think you should be trapping up shutter while people cap. I think this is silly that works. That guy is unaware as fuck. I don't like it, personally. But it's, I don't know. If he was way earlier there, then it makes perfect sense, but I don't know. It's a bit wacky. I guess it works. I guess it'll always, it's one of those things that'll always work once in like an offie. If enemy team is not great. So it's both nice and not nice, because in my opinion that really just shouldn't have worked. That scout should have heard the stickies going up. And there should have been other players pushing lobby. Like red team were just fucking pussy there. Except for that one scout. And he gets punished for it. Alright. I don't know what to make of that. I think there's too much to say. Hey yo, Jordy. I love it. Okay, this sucks for blue. Oh, I remember this. Brave fucking flosses on Lardox. Nice of zambz to be ready to intercept as well. You guys should fight the. They should have fought this, but they don't. Maybe now they do when it's too late. I don't know.
Time has been added.
Oh, zambz is here. Perfect. This is nice. Sticks there would have been better than pipes. Even here as well. Jesus, you're a fucking animal. Okay. To last, quicker. Go, go! Shoot top right. Point works. Especially with pyro. Any point players? Okay, you know, DD wins it, thank God. I don't think the aim was dog shit. I think that was like the wrong weapon at the wrong time. I think it was insane that you had a pipe ready for that soldier. I thought you like spammed like a bunch of pipes, but I guess you were reloading them as well. I think you just should have used more stickies on the guys at the top of point. You would have pooped on them. Okay, then you have pooped on like 10 billion people. Across. I guess they already are, and you want to make sure your combos of you. Yeah, secure that guy. This is nice. Oh, I remember this. You're a demon. You're a sick animal. Okay, you're dead, but that's fine. You've gotten what you wanted. Is your team chilling? They're chilling. Good. The guy fast rolls out river to take a pack and dip. That's cool. It's actually not bad. I'm laughing at it, but it's only because it looks funny. It was smart to do for if the enemy team is dumb. Maybe you can get a cheeky pick or some bullshit. Alright, full out last push. Let's see how you take it. Use your shutter. Don't jump in here. That's insane that it works. I think jumping is like, it's not even that great, even though it works. Like, because you're down an extra sticky. Okay, this is good though. Everything afterwards is really good. You get the gun quickly as well initially. Nice push. I really think overall it's best to not jump into that. I mean, I guess the gun was shooting the Ubered scout, but I don't know. You had to use 2 stickies on getting in because one got juggled. Yeah, just walk in and shoot stickies and pipes at the sentry as you waddle in. I think it would have died at the same time. Oh, could you imagine? I think it would have died at the same time, plus, oh, this is fucking boss. Your mids are insane so far. The gun would have gone down at the same time, and you would have been like up a sticky or 2 in the clip. That's like it. Again, it's a really nitpicky thing. Like, you won the push anyway, and you got the gun at good timing. But could make the difference in some other pushes. This is odd. And it's not odd. It's not odd. It's the even stalemate. Your team needs to get to choke now, though. I like the way Ray rotates. Ray should be walking up. This is really odd. They can just bust choke. They do that? No, they do. There's a guy free drop and the other guy's pressuring choke ultra hard. I don't think you necessarily have to be helping at choke either, by the way. Okay, nice picks. You're moving down big with your sniper. This is nice. I think I remember this. I don't get why Alb is doing what he does here. And then this exchange goes really well for them. Because you have nothing loaded, plus they get warped. I think it's a team thing. I don't get why Ray used there. If she wants to drop warped anyway. I think dropping warped and not using the Uber is perfectly fine. You jump out and she can run away with scout. And then you have, like, you're down a soldier, but you have fully bred. Yeah. Okay. Like, basically there's two options. She saves warps, you run away from the Uber, let warped take it because he's hurt. Or drop warped and you will run away. I think no matter what, you run away there though. But you chose neither of the two options anyway, so you kind of did have to be in that one. I didn't pay attention to how you died there. I don't think that was too important though. It's just I remember that exchange just being so much fucking better. Like your team crumbled soon afterwards. Like Alv is like going into lobby as well, which is just fucking deranged. I thought that was fucking troll as hell. Okay, you jump out. That's good. I thought you were gonna feed for a second. Dear God. Shappy of Doom. That was really nice from Red Team to punish that. I thought you guys would have gone out there. Alright, you got point stickied, you're chilling on the floor. Or towards spawn. Oh, you got the med during all that, I guess, though. DD got the med. That's... I think I remember that. Wasn't DD just peeking the shutter and, like, free-rocketed your med? The red med? That shit's fucking hilarious. Okay. I like the way you clear lobby and take it. You did it the smart way. You never re-peek that. As soon as you see that... As soon as you see that sight and you don't die, you should thank God. You never re-peek that. Bitch, that's demonic from Shappy though. This guy's a fucking animal. I'm hearing some sounds, hold on. Okay. I may have to get up in a moment, but that's not an issue. Okay. Full disad. Okay. This is something I was talking about with ALX recently, because I think I demo reviewed him recently, not on stream though. Hold on. Basically, I really recommend trying something out here, and I'll show you what it is, or at least explain it as best as I can. Wrong last. I'll get in your cam when you're shooting your stickies up, and I'll explain like what you should do instead. Right. Instead of setting these funny traps that are like designed to kill anyone capping point, you can go like full 2008 mode, sticky the floor, just put all 8 stickies on the floor, play at the back of a point, and just like wait for the enemy scout to push you with the Uber, like he did, if you're anticipating him doing it, which a lot of teams are, so it can be like somewhat consistent. But basically, if you're anticipating a push where they're going to make it about killing the guys in water then playing point, put all 8 stickies on the floor, and like det on the Ubered scout as he tries to rush you. It'll blast him into the fucking air, and he'll be unflashed by the time he lands, and then you and your entire team can just poop on him. It works really well. It's got some weaknesses, yeah, like, because these traps are also super strong. It's weak to like projectiles splashing the sticks into you and shit like that, but it's really good for the most part. Like especially at a high level, I think the most consistent play is to put all 8 sticks on the floor now. Really depends on the enemy team though, and how good their push is. I don't think DD plays his side of water well. Yeah, he gets there late, so there's a guy already in. And you go to help him anyway, so that you're like a little unaware of the Ubered guy coming at you. That's rough. Is this a hold? No. Rough. If Ray gets that bow off on the Putis, it could have been a hold. It's like a Tiny difference. One more second, I beg. Yeah, playing spawn is bad. Like, there's just different ways you and your roamer can play water so that you don't die to them in water, basically. And like, if they're trying to kill you in water so hard, your team should be able to bust out left onto the enemy demo with a pyro plus heavy. It's not a bad solution in an offie if you like don't think you want to try the other things. It's like smart to identify like they're always killing us water, so we shouldn't be there. They have no soldiers. You can probably just commit to being close on the choke. Here. Really tiny detail. I think it's a bit pussy to just go on top of point there for no reason. Like, without soldiers, you'll be able to kite any, like, crazy thing they try here. Nice. Team should be pressuring here. I wonder what you guys try doing. Will you just do nothing? Just get your traps back up, and did your team do anything on the other side? No. Okay. Is DD's going now, like, way later? This sucks. What the fuck? Oh, and warped goes. That's kind of nice. That's not bad. You should... DD should be hard rotating choke here. Optimally. It could also just be you though. You need a projectile on choke. But I guess do you see them all big now? Nice. I guess you're locking down big door hard. I like this. DD gets that on. Can't do anything anymore. Warped is a spawner, so also can't do anything. If the scout goes, it's just feed. Okay, now I've decided to go. Warp trades out. Okay, that's nice. This is nice for your team. It's so... Oh, I remember this, but this is still nice. Yeah, Warp misses like one rocket, but it didn't change anything. It just slows you down a bit, but it's still really good. And well played from Blue. Yeah, red team is just hardcore feeding here. Blank is a fucking deranged lunatic. Oh, this is a really stinky fucking Uber. I don't get how that situation ended up being so bad for you guys. I think the way blue team played that is really dumb and pussy. You were literally like 6 or 5 versus like 4, I think. And you're just like respecting 2 scouts sitting on the floor. Not the floor, but you know. You're respecting 2 scouts on beam and 1 soldier sitting on the nipple. I feel like you guys should just pooped on them. And without having to exchange as well. It's just like maybe poor focus fire. I saw people in random ass positions dying on mid as well, like a guy at the bottle, stuff like that. I don't know. It's just a bit poorly played, I guess. Kinda don't want to rewind. I kinda do want to rewind. I kinda want to see what happened. That was interesting. This is probably too far back. Maybe Ray drops players. Maybe they like. Maybe you guys were smart to be pussy. And Ray just drops players. I don't know. Let's go on warped POV. I think that'll explain a lot of what happened. Well, I don't know. Free cam it again. You're free. Okay. First of all, your first scout through shouldn't be backing out, but going into elbow. This will like that like creates like a lot of chaos and space. But I guess no, this part of it goes clean anyway. If it's what I remember. Yeah, Warp is about to kill Lardox here. No, then the demo. Yeah, this part's irrelevant. Ignore what I said about the elbow shit. These scouts do so much damage in a choke, man. These guys are animals. Okay. How does this go bad? You're slow in through choke, I guess, is like the only thing I can think of. DD is hurt as well, but I guess he was keeping that soldier in check. And you're slow to get to choke. Okay. This should now be free. Like, as soon as that soldier dies, I think it's fine to lose Corey here and drop Corey. That's 100% fine. Yeah, you now no longer can drop another player here. So, warp... I don't know. That's so odd. I think this is fine. I don't know. That's so strange. I feel like if warped isn't there, you just use on warped and have a longer Uber and more players in better positions. So maybe it's on warped being too far out? Or like Ray being too pussy and not being ready to save warped? I don't know. I don't get what warped was doing where he was though. I guess is the big thing. Like blue team should have been more Chad there. Their scouts were like too busy going aggro instead of being in positions ready to stop a bomb. Like surely warps could have done some crazy bomb, gone on top of the point or something. With this Uber, you essentially just have to run. It's a completely like dog shit Uber. You should be running and killing anything in, like this guy. Nice. Okay, now you can hold the choke. This guy's a fucking lunatic. This is a really nice situation to look at, to be honest. Because it's very a lot of ideals can come into play here. I don't know, I kind of don't mind too much how it played out, but there's a lot of funny, like not funny, like interesting decisions that both teams make. Like for better or for worse. Like ways that players play it. I think Blank played it pretty well, to be honest. With how pussy blue team was. Man, I don't want fame. Somebody get this guy out of here. Big follows. Yo, somebody banned this bot. It's called Scar33. Alright. You're 2-1 up here. Don't you go 3-1 up? This is awful. And blue shouldn't have to use here. Oh my god, Lardox, no! How does this go bad for blue? Well, it doesn't? Perfect, okay. That was really, really, really deranged from red team. You need a scout in that exchange. I don't have an issue with the exchange for choke. I mean, I do, right? I think it's objectively bad, but like, it's not like a completely insane thing to try. Nice, that guy got shut down. Yeah, no, the exchange for choke isn't completely deranged, right? Like, you're down around the 16 minutes, I don't know. For some reason, Lardox is pressured to try something. He goes for that. But like, you need Blank in that. If Blank's in it, it's a lot more real. Here, yeah, okay. I was about to say, you do not lock down top right at all. I don't know if it's going to end up going badly for you anyway, because this is just a pyro alone. But I think everyone that went out left should have went right. With Piscari. Like, this is really good from Piscari to punish you for not locking that door properly. But I guess it goes fine for him. Yeah, for you, anyway. Because just how good your advantage was. And, like, no one else went with him. Nice push, for the most part. That's, like, the one thing to be aware of, but you didn't get punished for it. Except for by one player, which doesn't work. If the entire team had gone out with Piscari there, I feel like you're fucked. If he, like, reflects your first shot or two. And if he doesn't, then you're getting a 5k, but... Because he still had health and ammo. So, again, for the most part, good push. Just something to be aware of, maybe. Like, in Prem especially, there are teams that will just rebust on you with Pyro Heavy. if you don't lock that door properly. What is their med doing? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, he's juking the soldier, I guess. This is nice from you, man. This is so good. I don't remember if you said like the mids were something that you were like a bit. Oh, did he hit that as well as Ray, or no? Did he like hit him when he was on the floor? That's fucking nice. I think that's a nice mid from you. It's a shame that you lose it. I guess you lost one soldier too early, and then like no one else got stuff on the push across. Yeah. Okay, you were saying like I think you were like unsure about how you were playing the mids. I think the mids are really good from you so far. They're very aggressive, but yeah, you want in sync for sure. That's like the biggest thing. I think DD was a bit quick. You're a bit on the aggressive side of playing it, but I think that's perfectly fine. Fuck no sills.
Our control point is being captured.
I only review mid demos or above. I think I could learn a thing or two. That's not true, I review low demos. I'm a liar. Alright, disad. There's a guy in water, and is DD in water with you? No, because he fed. Yeah, your last pushes are fucking... Your last holds even are complete dog crap. Mostly the way DD's been playing them, because he's never been in position at water yet. And I think if he's not there, like, warps could be. I guess your team holds this because of Uber? Yeah, okay. If you have Uber, it doesn't matter too much how you do things here. Shappy has like completely like free range to do anything. Okay, nice. You're looking at him. Only reviews mid demos. Is that what I said? It's not what I meant to say. Alright. This is fine because you're very close to Uber. I don't think you have point trap though, or do you? I hope you do. Okay, I imagine you do, considering you haven't debt yet. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is rough. They just killed too many people before you got Uber. No dementia, yeah, good. Yeah, that's a rough hold. I don't think you played that too poorly. I think everyone else on the outside might have fed, though. If you lost free to that Uber. I think you had no scouts in spawn. Like, your scouts died on off classes. Or a scout or some shit. You've hard delayed their med. Oh. What? Okay, what the fuck is that? Hold on. Oh, fuck. Dude, what even tick was that? Someone in chat say, you don't see on the demo UI what tick that was at? Around? Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. Someone tell me. Yeah, I've seen it, Lardox. You can have a scout in that, man. I think you know that though. Maybe it was a miscommunication. Who knows? Did anyone get the tick of that mid we were at? I don't even know what minute we were at. It's after red team get a round, so it goes to 2-2 or 3-2. Oh, I'm so far back. It goes to 3-2, so I'm ultra fucking far back. Lardox did not make cabbage out of blue. Lardox got juggled into oblivion. Alright, yeah, cool. They're gonna lose this last push. Or some, yeah, no, they're gonna lose here. And then, that's it. I need to see something. This is less demo review, more like what? Oh, fucking hell, dude. Oh, motherfucker. I hate the demo UI, man. I always fucking misclick on this shit. I don't know how to use a I don't know how to use a computer, man. For fuck's sake. I need to see something on mid. I feel like you det 3 stickies on a scout and med and they took 0 damage or some bullshit. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. I need to see this. I need to see what happens here. Oh! They were so close! What the fuck? They were definitely just slight misses, damn. That's heartbreaking. What the fuck? Okay, watching it from your cam, I was like, did he just get a double kill on 2 guys walking on stickies? And then I look up at the, like, this HUD, and I see they took like 40 damage. On your POV, it looked like they just walked on 3 stickies. Okay, okay. That's rough. I would be losing my mind over that. I'd be like, that's not how stickies work. I would just cope and be like, I didn't miss, the game just sucks. I don't like you looking at this guy. I mean, none of your scouts are looking at him, so that fucking sucks dick, but I feel like you've just been pushing across. It's not your job to look at that guy. Yeah, you end up losing the mid and getting cleaned up.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
You change up what you do on the mid for no reason, considering how hard you were fucking pooping on the enemy team on the other mids. I don't know, maybe it's like a... Because you just lost a round, you're like, we had to change something, but I guess you guys won't think about the fact that you're winning the mids. This is shit from DD. This is really dumb. And I guess he's not going to be in time to like water, or at least hold it comfortably. But you're not even in water anyway. Oh, are you? No, you are, but you're solo. Yeah, you had no one who could potentially call that guy for you. I'll say this much, when you're playing water solo, leave this open. This should be the thing you spot passively, and you should be looking at point. So I guess that's one thing. But this is rough, like, everyone's in spawn, you're the only water player. If that guy gets Ubered across, the announcer doesn't go like, alert, scout is capping the point, and you're not going to know that someone's rushing you unless someone spots it, which they can't because they're all in spawn. So just something to think about. If you're going to play the solo, play it from back of point, have your eyes passively on this, but focus on the point. Try find a way to kite out to secret, maybe, is like the only thing I can think of. If you're being pushed through this way, and if you're being pushed from above, then you can back up into here. And then if you're flanked from here as well, like, you were fucked, right? You're alone water. But that, you know, there's like 3 different ways that can go, basically. If you play it back of point, guy pushes you from that side, you kite to secret. You play back of point, guy pushes you across here, you kite to water. And then if a guy's coming from that way, you're ultra fucked. But if a guy's coming from only this way, you have like a 1v1. It's an unfair 1v1 because he's flashed in and has good health. And you might not have great ammo and health, but yeah. That's the best way to play that. Man, fuck you, Torret. Wait, actually that's a good point. I am a div 1 soldier me. What the fuck do I know about demo? That's rough. Ooh, you get Uber? Yeah, this is a hard hold. You spawn in time as well. I really think someone we were watching this game with talked about this. I think your Ubered scout should have like soft committed for the scout in water while your med sits above. And like could even take like an un-Ubered like 1v1. with that guy to like try claw back a kill, then you're up to help defend point, and you know, shit like that. That's like what someone was saying, and I thought that could have been interesting. Alright. Again, this is a somewhat unholdable situation, though? No, it's not. This is a very holdable. Hello, pandemic. Mutlu Bayram Lo, brother. Salem Naber. It's so wrong, you go. Swap the E and the E. The A and the E, rather. I say so wrong. You got the message across. Okay. Seems like a pretty nice hold, I ain't gonna lie. I like it, I like what I see. Secret. Oh, don't you lose a round to secret back cap here? Is that it? Secret goes unchecked, right? If it's the one I'm thinking of. What the fuck? Okay, it doesn't go unchecked. Never mind. That's in something else. I mean, that's in my scrim? I don't know. It's nice from DD. You have numbers add and some Uber add, but you don't have actual Uber yet. This is nice from you. Good fucking damage on that guy. Oh. Shappy poops on you guys. Jesus fuck. That was a bit aggressive to bomb in like that. I don't know. Especially, so here's the other thing. If you're entering mid through big door, and there's guys on height, like you want to lock out the right side, right? You want to lock out choke and like climb up to point through their side. Bombing up could be fine, but you bombed up and like ended up on like top left, like completely isolated from the rest of your team, except for like your two soldiers who also just died. So I think that was fucked anyway, because of like your soldiers got fucked and you got fucked, but it's very different if you play right side, like bombing up to right side and have your team go aggressive right side. Like you could have taken your entire team could have taken right side for free. I think their med was on the floor and like they're two guys on top of point. Like that's not a good setup from them. But I think they also like got a pick at choke on DD. But it still shouldn't have been that good for them.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Man, why the fuck do you guys know everything about Shappy? I'll check that in a moment when the demo review's over, Hugo. This is very pussy from Blue. Like this makes no sense to me, and it made no sense to me as I watched it. You can't like let these guys do this just because you're down a demo. Like you even have Ubred. Like I don't get what's happening here. Fine, you don't want to get forced, but like red team is literally just going where they want.
The control point is being captured.
And they force in the end anyway. But red kind of feeds. I guess it ends up fine.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Piscari's fucking trolling. This is just insane. I don't Ray is alone, but also chasing the scout. Like I don't know. That scout probably could have just committed for Ray there. Had like no one properly defending her.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Has River been spotted by your team? It has. They've given up River. You should be out now. This is greed. Okay. You don't get punished for it. You get Uber in time. They're Ubering in. Ray needs to... Okay. Honestly, as soon as... This is bad from Ray. I think Ray just drops a bunch of people here and doesn't use the Uber. But like, I guess partially people could just be feeding as well. I think at a very minimum, I can see from your pop that like Ray needs to drop down an Uber on you here. And like, even if you're not calling it, she needs to just like make that decision herself. But if you're smart as well, like you'd be calling that. Like you need to use on point here. This is fucked. And I'd imagine at least one of the other players who ended up dead here should have been used on. Like a pyro, I don't believe that like a pyro can feed too hard. Yeah, but but like with that info, she should be able to use on you there. Like she just drops too many players here. I know it's hard, like to know to use on your own, but on top of that, yeah, at the same time, right? Like it's bad on your team if they're feeding, like, you know, they're not even in a position to be saved by the Uber, they're just like feeding to the enemy Uber. Or like, you know, if they're not calling it when it's obvious to them as well, and she can easily react to it. So this is just like, I don't know, it's like a combination of things going wrong here. Putis gets gang raped to death. It's another round for red. Okay. Man, you lose 2 more rounds here. That's rough. Honestly, how you played a mid, because you played the first few mids really fucking well. So I'm like, I'm gonna be disappointed if I see that you guys are like changing it up just because they're clawing back rounds through places that aren't even mid, basically. Like the mid fight. Yeah, you're playing it like it's normal again. I will say, one tip, when you're spamming pipes, like it's not a fight, like no matter how sure you are that you're gonna hit the spam pipe, I don't think you should ever spam all 4 of them in this situation at that elbow. Spam 3 of them and then you have like 1 minimum, like loaded. That's like a really good habit to get into. But I don't get how your team ends up on the fucking floor here. That's dog shit, to be honest. Yeah, now you're punished for it. I don't get how your team ends up on the floor without some sort of massive advantage leveraged for it. I guess is a better way of putting it. Like maybe you end up like being bounced onto the floor, but you should get like some kills for it or something. Or like a health advantage or just something. How really does that then heads back? That's 100% like I think the best thing to do, zambz. The only other thing you can be doing is a counter mid where like at the start of it, both your soldiers go bottom left to fight under, you know? To like have a 2v1 with a soldier or some bullshit like that. You don't want to be stuck on your own side. It's a correct instinct. Your entire team needs to be ready to do it as well. Like even if they die behind you, like it's hard to not avoid losing something to the soldier, right? Soldiers can get a lot of shit done solo on this mid fight. It's a really good soldier mid. But I think if you get across, at least you're going to be trading out for the enemy med a decent proportion of the time. Or like another really common way it ends up is like enemy scout and med run away super early, but you kill all 4 other guys and you lose your own med and like maybe some other guy. So you have, you know, you win the mid with 4 up, 5 up, no med, but they have a med, and you have mid. And a lot of the time you can go to second, start capping second, shit like that. So 100% I would say like your team's plan. I think the big thing about Gully mid is the team that initiates first is often the one that's like more likely to win. I think like aggression is very much rewarded on this map. I remember this from DD. This is fucking crap again. Like this is just insane. But I guess you're not doing the. I guess no, you are set up water. Yeah, you're just. This is just troll. Like you haven't had a single chance to hold last properly once because of the way DD plays this. I get that's very harsh, but it is just super bad what he's doing. Unlucky that your trap doesn't get this guy. I guess that you don't get to kill him. This is just free for them now at this point. Unless warp goes huge. Yeah, DD just feeds like actually the worst part is there is a timing where he can like if he's the first def on mid, he can also go feed for the before the disad hold setup. But that's it. That's the only scenario. But he needs to go way quicker. I think that's like another thing is your soldiers are very slow on counter sacks from what I've seen in this game, and they sack and then like not only are they slow, they end up sacking at the worst possible time. Like, they'll sack once the other guy has spawned and, like, gotten to mid, and then suddenly you're the team who's down one. Instead of it being, like, an even 5v5 for, like, a long time, and then a 5v6 in the enemy team's favor for, like, 3 seconds. It's a 5v6 in the enemy team's favor for 20 seconds. Like, he has some good players this game, I think, from what I remember on the cast, but yeah, there's a lot of feed as well, for sure. This looks like nice spam and delay. That guy's he's out of the mid. All right, when the enemy med is out of the mid like this, you just walk across and kill anything in. Like everyone, not just you. Yeah, Warped and DD have just been hard baited here. You're chilling on point for some reason. You're not locking out choke or killing guys up there. Your scouts will also slow across. That's what goes wrong here. Yeah, and then honestly, really well played from Red considering the situation. They take it slow and they kill people who are unaware of where they are. They get to go in at you from multiple angles because choke wasn't locked out and you didn't get the kills on people who don't have heals. So that was actually really interesting to watch, that sequence. Because it's, don't get me wrong, right? All the stuff I'm saying, like the way I'm talking about it makes it sound like what you've done is like fucking awful or like you know, like an easy thing to do, but it's hard. It's like this is hard stuff to know, but if you know it, you should be doing it, basically. Yeah, or just like fight anyone at choke, essentially. Like, think about how when you have, let's say, like you've taken mid, like you've pushed the enemy team out of mid. You lock out choke because it's like the scariest door for them to repush through. If they repush through big, they're on the floor, they're fucking like miles away. They have to go up like your side, in which case you have like an even fight again, in the worst case. So you want to lock out choke, but at the same time, there's like a brief period where you're just watching a scout and medic in big door, and like there were just enemy players alive at choke who have no heals on them. So you can just make a really uneven fight by taking like a 4v3. Like 4 is like 3 combat classes plus heals versus 3 that have no heals, you know? That's like how that should have looked, but it didn't end up being realized. Like DD and Warped got hardcore baited on their bomb. The worst part is as well, I think that mid was such a good situation for your team that you could have been staring at big door. If your 2 scouts had gone across with your med, they would have killed everything. Like 2 scouts on beam versus shit that has no heals, they're gonna kill everything. Like you could have done what you did. You could have fucking kill binded, but if your scouts had gone across, like they would have won the mid. But yeah, just walk towards choke, lock shit out, get kills, focus fire shit down. And then think about getting guys on cap. Like your entire team was just circling around the cap. Alright. You try this hold. I imagine you have point sticky. You do. They're trying to bait your debt. You debt. It's rough. Again, I don't want to come across too harsh. It's mostly that I'm just I don't know. I think it's nice to watch demos like this because it's very, I don't know. It's high level. Like it's good quality gameplay. It's just like missing the last touch, you know. Not just like for the demo, but like at a team level, basically. You never want to try to push that guy like that when you're that hurt. Number one rule about going their side on gully mid is you don't have to force going up, essentially. Like, your soldiers can, like, you can treat this as a mid where, like, you know the enemy soldiers are gonna bomb, like, this banana area, right? So you can bait going up, not commit to going up, have your soldiers still bomb, because a double soldier bomb can still get stuff, right? Like, in the worst case, they can still trade out. And then, like, your team suddenly has this really good fight where, like, you're chilling on the floor here, and, like, enemy team soldiers are bombing into you on low ground. Like, yeah, you're also on low ground and being bombed, but And you should actually end up getting like 2 soldier picks here, and maybe you only lose like 1 scout or like your demo, maybe your med, which still isn't awful. Just number 1 rule is you don't have to force going up, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, go up when you know you can go up. Don't force going up. Plus, I guess I think your bombs are like a bit disjointed. Like, if you want to go right side, you need both soldiers going ultra quick up right side. Like DD is like I think that you went fast and kind of fed like even for your soldiers, but like Warped is already dead, and like DD is like the last alive, and I don't know. It looks like he like bombed up now. Maybe he was up there for a while though, and they were just killing other guys. So that's just a bit disjointed.
Time has been added. Alert! Alert! The control point is being contested.
There's a lot of interesting situations in this game. Sort of thing I might come back to and make like a video on, breaking it down like more in depth than I am here, like with my thoughts collected on it. I think it's the sort of shit that would be cool if there was more stuff like that for TF2. So the guy in water, you're doing this hold again. It's taking ages to kill your gun and pyro. They don't win this because this game ends 3-5, so you end up holding this. I think you guys even get out clean onto second. And I remember like watching this and go like, they still have a chance technically. This round is like very possible, but then something goes horrible on mid. I think.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up once. This is an offer, yeah. Yeah, this midi was a bit fucking cataclysmic. It's not bad. You get a pick and there's a guy behind. You should be ultra hardcore pressuring here. It's your only chance to win, is through like juxta dropping people or like dropping Uber straight out. Okay, you get the force. You're gonna lose only 1 for it. And I think there's still a guy behind you or some bullshit? No. You've ended up here. This is crap. If you lose this fight on second, it's 100% because of this weird ass play where you're like disjointed from your combo. Yeah. 100%. Best way to play this is the Uber mid. I think you just got forced, didn't you? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it. Maybe you used him blind. It was just a bad Uber basically, but it wasn't the fucking worst. You got a pick and there's a guy behind. This 100%, I think the game may have been winnable here. I really feel like if you play this properly, red team wipes. Corey dies here. You should not have been in lobby trapping their exit. You should have been rotating out big to choke where Warped just got out with Ray. You get everyone who's currently alive to choke, and just say we're putting like everyone we have alive through choke. It should be 5 people, maybe 4, and like one's a spawner. But like you should have been going like 5-man choke basically. It was completely free for you to get through. You would have healed Warped up on the way. And it's like they're all in like random ass positions, not locking shit down. It was your one chance back into the game because so right now the time is 1:05, but that's like after like a bunch of bullshit happened. It's really easy for me to theorize this and all, but like so even like without looking at it without time pressure and playing the situation for the situation it is, and like just trying to win this situation, this is still not the winning play. Rotate out from out of big to choke as soon as you've heard that the Uber's been used. And just run away from big to their choke, meet Warps there, get your med up there, and start poking in. I know it's even Ubers, but yeah. So like, maybe you wouldn't have ended up wanting it, right? Because like you still need to win a mid afterwards and all that bullshit. Like maybe you would have not done it clean enough to even have a chance to win it on mid, but that's like the correct way to play that situation. The game's over now, so some random bullshit's gonna happen probably. Do you want me to rewind to that Uber? Do you think it's important? I want to check it out now. Let's just check out that Uber into mid. That's like the one thing I want to see. That. Demo man. Dude, I got the quote. That's from Meet the Demo Man. Seems like a bit of a panic use. I feel like you didn't have to use that. Unless I'm missing something. Was there like another guy up drop or so? Yeah, was the other... Did this guy come through drop? Fuck, man. This is annoying. I have to rewind again. I'll rate your drift in a moment, Blank. That's the last thing I'll do in the demo. I see a golden scattergun. I see essential accessories, maybe. It's very cliche so far. I think I'll third person it and see what forced you, if anything. No, this guy's right here. So how does he get to where he goes? Okay, you're just completely unaware of that guy. Not you, but you know, your entire team. That guy should have died to the fucking Uber, as well as Lardox. I think you get Lardox? You must do, surely. You don't get Lardox? Yeah, Pascari instead. And this is still fine. I want to see what you did here to end up going into lobby. I think you're just doing like random... Yeah. This makes zero sense, zambz. What should have happened? It's actually like insane that Warped gets the force there solo. The correct way to play this is like Warped gets in, calls that they're up here, you peek this to like spam them a bit, and then like your med and scout are ready to run away big. In theory, you should be, I think, optimally, if this was played properly, you would be the only one dying here, not your scout who's like running away from Ray. Ray's like left completely alone on mid. Like it should be you or Warped dying to the Uber, depending on like whichever one they decide to chase, right? But Warped gets the force solo, and I think there's even some worlds here where like if they beef some shots, like you can even jump out fully. But yeah, this is throw. If you had like just rotated here with Ray up to choke here, where the fuck is DD at? Is he already in? Is he he's just gotten to mid. And Al was like in as well somewhere. Like if everyone regroups choke, this was your last chance to like potentially win this round if you like wipe them here with a clean fight, and then you have a chance to win a mid and get to golden cap. But like I said, even ignoring the time constraints, like it's your one chance to win the situation. It's, you know, play the situation well. Is in like an offie situation is nice practice at least, even if you don't get it. How much pain does ZD have? 17. Alright. It's like a Blank's fucking loadout. This looks like dog crap. Wait, what are these shoes? I hate it. Yeah, that was nice timing. That's cool. Alright. That was a really interesting demo to watch. I like that. That was a perfect angle, yeah. Again, I don't think there were many demo mistakes, right? from you. It's just like a lot of team things going wrong. You never once had a proper gully last hold because of what DD was doing, and like I guess you didn't know like other ways to try playing it out. No, fuck you too. Yeah, that was crap. But like maybe I don't know. It's the end of the offie. Maybe you didn't think there was enough time anyway to win. There kind of probably wasn't. It was like It was like less than 1 minute 30. Thank you, man. Thank you, Lucas. He's got my back. Alright, I'm gonna start watching some low demos now, I think, and everyone's gonna fucking leave. That was a really nice demo to check out. Is it low? Was it low or mid? I forget what div this guy is. No thank you, Haunts. I'll check out Lucas. That's for another day. These are like guys I had sorted out. I've done 2 already. I might even not do both of these. Hold on. Which of these maps did this guy want done more? Actually, Gran is over now, right? So I'm gonna not watch the Gran one, or I might watch it last if it's worth watching.
5, 4, 3.
I am not the person to be asking for pocket demo reviews, brother. Actually, I think I know what can go wrong. I think I know the big things, but I definitely don't know the tiny things. Why the fuck am I watching this guy? Is this the guy? This is the guy. Alright. Low on the rollout.
The control point is being captured.
This isn't bad so far. Oh, he's not looking forward. And that guy's ravaging his team. Mid is now over. Yeah. Alright, that's just like an awareness thing, which will only come with time. Plus, you kind of like shot all your load and weren't ready for like the actual action part of the mid fight. So, I don't know what to say other than maybe chill on shooting everything.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
As soon as you see them big door here, you need to run. You need to jump out here. Oh, unlucky. Bad jump. Plus, too late on it.
Time has been added.
No demo for the last hold. Your team set up. You don't have 2 soldiers on last. That's really bad. On basically every last, you need to have 2 soldiers. Like, a soldier should never be on engineer. Pyro is a bit worthless without the gun top left either. I think your team's about to get butt rapes here though, because they all have horrible health. I know the Pyro is like trolling. I think a soldier went Pyro because Con was a scout player. I recognize that guy's name. But yeah, you want a life to trap point, and then they play point and collapse. It's not a bad rollout. Hey Domo. Unlucky first sticky, you hit yourself with it as well. That's really rough. Don't need me to tell you that's bad. Okay, were you? I think you were charging the sticky there instead of reloading, because I don't think you were fully loaded there. Okay. This ends up fine though. You left your med. Everyone left your med, not just you. But you don't have to push across to kill that demo, man. You can let the demo come to you if he wants to, right? And if he wants to leave, you should let him leave. It's not your job to chase that guy. You should just be stickying either side of point, ready for his push across. Like, I want to say he outbrained you, but he didn't really. Like, he left one way and went back in the other. That's not... He's not a genius for doing that. That's just on you for not stickying both sides of point. And just chilling on your med instead of trying to chase the enemy demo.
Alert. The control point is being
This is nice though. I like you sticking shutter, especially if you have a soldier with you river. Which it looks like you do. If that guy dies, you need an escape plan though. Or like, gets forced off it. This is nice. It's pretty good from your team as well. Smart of that other soldier to recognize that guy got pushed out river. So he needs to go up there now. It's nice work from you three to get second for free.
We have secured the control point.
What river corner here? I don't think so. No. Why are you trolling? A deeper... Oh, that one. The Mac corner. Oh, he checks him. Nice work, Jeff. Alright. The enemy team... I guess this is just the low sentry gun, I guess. So everyone loves to put it there. Hey, you always check that one, agreed. Alright, free soldier pick. Now what? That gun is somewhat worthless. Is Shutter even trapped? Badly. You should be fighting these guys up here. This is insane, I like it, it works. Nice, double sack. A bit slow on it maybe, but it works. You get the force. Now let's not waste it. Okay, you see the enemy heal beam plus 2 members of combo, well, quote unquote combo, because the pyro and a demo, chilling here. As soon as you see that, you guys can all start pushing river. Not with the intention of using the Uber, but like threatening the back cap or like killing flank players who are not even on heals. Imagine if you're moving down river right now and this guy comes up the stairs and you just like have 3 people shooting at him. That would have been fucking epic. Now there's like a pyro and a bunch of traps you have to contest with, which is gonna eat up some time. But it still looks like you're getting cleanly enough. Alright. This is fucking unlucky to say the least. You need to run now, and so does your entire team. Actually, it's kind of lit. Okay. That's nice. You made his escape, it works. I will say there was no point in doing what you did. Like, it wasn't going to change the outcome if he det or didn't det. You just need to go and pray that he doesn't det. No, the longer you wait, the more likely it is that he's going to end up looking at it or like listen to a teammate saying, "Look at your trap, look at your trap." You're way too far forward for them having Uber here. You need to be far back. Okay, and you back up. A bit late, but you back up. This is really bad. Your scout pushes into a door that has like two projectiles and the heal beam at it when they have Uber ad in like a tiny doorway. That's silly. I think you were sacking a soldier at the same time. I don't know where he died, but he's going for a sack while they have ad. That's fine, I think. Unless it was ultra crap. You end up on the floor, that's awful. You just need to be out here. Like, even though you ended up getting the Uber, you and your entire team should have been out as soon as you lost 2. I have a feeling the one thing I'm going to be saying a lot in this demo review is play around Ubers. Respect the enemy team's Uber ad. because it's often what ends up happening when watching low demos and like some mid demos. Rough. You walk into this situation. Oh, what the fuck? Why is it not on your cam? One of your soldiers tries to get their med. In fact, like half your team seems to be feeding. Just because your med died, they could have chilled instead. Like your med spawns before they even get Uber anyway, so you could have just chilled and had an even fight on mid before they get Uber. But I guess you send a bunch of different guys feeding and hiding. It's good of you to not feed during it, I guess. But yeah, you don't have to feed free. You should only be losing one as a sack into the enemy team, trying to force the Reaper out, and then like worst case you just back it up and get out. Okay, when the enemy team goes behind you with their Uber and it's called and you know it, I don't know if this is the case. So if it isn't, then I guess you're fucked, right? Because they're behind you with an Uber that you don't know about. But if this is called, which I imagine it is, considering I think your flank is fighting lobby, the correct play here is a lot of teams will panic and back up into the Uber and fucking die, or like think like, oh, we can beat them back to last before they cut us off river, and then they get destroyed by an Uber. The correct play is to just go out into second and fight second. It's literally a combo fighting the enemy team's flank. So worst case, you should lose one, and it should never be your med. Like a scout and soldier can like quite easily trade for a guy if they play well, and you guys play it kind of bad. But you want to push across like here onto the top of point and like shoot this guy and this guy. They can't back cap last because they still haven't capped second. Plus, you're probably going to get some kills on these guys, as well as some time to build some more Uber by the time they come up to river. So that's how this should look, which I guess is what's going to end up happening. But you lose two guys instantly. One in lobby and one out here, and now you're backing up into the Uber. Even with the guy that you lost instantly here, you need to go out and fight this. Okay. Another way you avoid the enemy team getting behind you with Uber, by the way, is to play lobby as demo man and have everyone else up here. If you play here, you can trap this, you deny them getting into the shutters without losing a guy, or like using in, and if they use in, they kill you. Your team still has ample time to do the exact same play and push out here and kill these guys. Or most of the time, they're not going to go because the demo's holding it. And your team can back up river as they wanted to. Unlucky, no hits. You're really unaware of the soldiers to your left. I guess he's not even going for you, so I'll just say you had very poor awareness of this guy that you know was like here. You were like playing as if he doesn't exist. But I guess this goes fine for your team. They just initiate and get on you and kill you. If you want to live there, you need to try hit a surf, but like dying isn't the worst thing. Like, your team got their mid, they didn't get yours. You won the mid quite comfortably. Let's see how your team takes this. No, 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 no! You get forced. Okay, that's rough. That was poor awareness from Jeff and some others on your team. And your med probably could have baited and choked harder. They have a spy you don't know about. With 2 picks, you start going to last here. Like, maybe your team thinks that they're going to have Uber. They have Uber ad, that's correct, but they're nowhere close to Uber. You guys should just start pushing to last try. Getting through like as quick as you can. You've seen the enemy demo up here, I think. At least he's leaving river. So you could have just been flooding shutter here. It's the quickest way in. You could have just been pushing every door. Okay, it's what your team looks like is they're kind of doing. They also have a spy. You don't know about that, but this should end well. He's undisguised. Oh no, he is. It's just on demos. Nice, okay. Honestly, this is still good to dry fight. Like, it's rough. Your team also just like stacks river. They very rarely like have many people playing lobby. You just have like a bunch of guys playing in this tiny corridor for no reason. Like I don't know. You were basically like going into river / lobby with like no aim, and like one really good principle is to not be in like a lobby area unless you're planning on doing something, right? Like if you're not doing anything, there's no reason to be in this tiny enclosed area where like soldiers and demos can like shove you and fuck you up. Your team like went like lobby into river like without dry pushing or anything. Like what was the aim basically? For a low demo, it's not bad to watch though, so far. Like, there's been some things I've said that isn't just stop disrespecting Uberad, which is always nice. I like having other things to say besides, like, you know, why disrespect Uberad. This is bad from your team. It's nice from you to keep holding that choke. It's kind of lucky though that you can just like. It's not lucky, but I will say it's like you know, it's a little coin tossy. If that guy has more people supporting him, this could be scary for you. But I don't think that's your fault. Like, these guys should never drop to the floor and Uber here. I also don't get why you're med force. He seems healthy. Like, this Jeff guy should have never been in a position to take enough damage to get the force out. With the enemy demo down though, and your spawners on the way, you guys can probably just push choke. You're rotating to big door alone. You've seen a lot of people there. This is very random. The team is like completely split 3-3. They have ad, but they don't have it yet. So again, one of those scenarios where you could have been dry pushing. Like no demo man means you can just like walk through a door. So choke is the nicer one to walk through. It's like way nicer to walk through than big door. You got that demo pick. You ended up using Uber, but it doesn't matter. You even saw them leave big door. It's actually the perfect time to go choke. Your soldier jumps up from the floor. Your scout runs your med up through this elbow. And then you have like 4 or 5 people through choke. And the enemy team doesn't have a demo. It's a very, very good fight for you guys. Yeah. Instead you take this fight, which is dog crap. So that's rough. Just the wrong door. There's 2 doors, it's hard. It's a 50-50, and you lost it. But it's only a 50-50 if you have no info. You had info and you made the wrong choice. That was very silly feed there. It's like nice that you trade, but still. I say it's nice that you trade. It's not a good trade, but if the enemy team were better, they wouldn't have lost one and they just would have killed you. So again, like this is your team not respecting an Uber ad and lingering in a lobby area for no reason. This time it's your own lobby, but like, what are you accomplishing by being in lobby? You need to have like a set goal in mind. It's insane again that like the frags trade out in like a way that's not better for blue, but they still have ad. You're not in a position to run away from this Uber if they go through shutter or balk. You're ultra caught out by a river Uber if they go now, but they seem to be slow. Yeah, this guy's doing some dumb shit with trying to jump in. You have no... okay, other big thing. The sticky point. Every last push on this side, or last hold on this side, sticky point. I said this earlier to the other guy. Just sticky the point. I don't care if you don't play water, but you should probably be in water as well. Like, we just watched another demo play this map. And, like, his positions made a lot more sense, but he's a Div 1 player, so... it's gonna look a lot better. Okay, you're sticking point now. It's your job, nice work. Come into the Uber. Okay, nice. You kill the lingerers in. Now you can start slowly pushing out. The enemy team is down so many people that your team doesn't necessarily have to go river. They can probably just go shutter here. Like, one guy going river to like clear it / potentially knock sticks off here is really nice. There's just sticks on the floor. Yeah, he's dead. You can just flood in now. Where are you? Okay, you could have been through here ages ago. There's a no, and you don't even have the right door trapped for like if there was a back cap threat. This door is far more important for the back cap / flank. So you could have been through ages ago, but it's not bad. You're holding lobby. I think that's fine. Right, your team has ad, but not quite Uber yet. Enemy team at the moment is not playing like they respect Uber. So we'll see if you just take it in and kill them all. The enemy team is fucking your flank. With only their flank, so that's just bad from your flank. Because they should be able to hold that. You still have Ubrad though, you get 2 picks. I should have been on your cam there. You have Ubrad, but not as big as one as you should have had. Okay, again, same thing. This is the same mistake as earlier, except this time on your second. You have a reason to be pushing because you're up numbers. You've just seen them rotate to big door, a place that's like really hard for them to get back to like the relevant place without you guys dealing a bunch of damage to them if you go choke here. Choke means you end up on high ground on mid, you have like really great vision on a bunch of things, plus the fact that the flank, the combo is leaving big door means that their flank is here. Your combo should be pushing choke and getting a free kill on this guy. And getting like a very clean entry into mid. Instead you went and like pushed at big door. The door that they left. And now you're not going to push it all because they've got all their numbers up. Plus Ubers have evened out. And now you're pressuring without heals on you. You have a guy in on mid. This is very insane. Yeah, it's just wacky. That was bad. It's not so bad, but like so far big things are is like red team is just a little clueless. It's not even that they're doing bad things, it's that they're doing nothing. And like when they do things it's not together. It's like very disjointed. You guys just need a guy to call like let's push. Like okay, you need to make things simple. At this level of gameplay, like in low, really all you need is like, let's push, let's hold, like let's run, and then like a location, right? Like, run away through this door, like push this door, hold this door. Those are like the only things that really need to be said. And they don't need to be correct every time. But if you have like, your you know, a combo doing that and a flank doing the opposite, well, not the opposite, but you know what I mean, right? Like, looking at another door that the combo isn't at, or like running away through the other door, holding the other door, then it's going to be a lot better. You did not hold that choke very well, but that guy's also doing some wonky shit. Demos trade out in the end. Then your fucking soldier feeds here, or some bullshit. Your med isn't, okay, your med isn't healing the projectile class at choke, so that's also like bad. Your medic should always be healing a projectile that is at the door where the enemy medic is at, so that they can spam it and have proper vision and like get early damage in, because otherwise you're not getting any benefit from being able to hold a choke. This is very simple stuff, but if you watch like better players, you'll see like how to hold chokes and shit like that, like how to play them. And like there's a very high skill ceiling to it, and there's like a bunch of little things you can do at the top, and even like at the top level some players are a lot better at it, but there's like no attempt to. Okay. I don't know if that was a call to fight from your team, but you get hardcore baited by there being 6 on shutter, I guess, and you trade out there, which is kind of insanely good, considering that you probably just should have died. This ends up fine for your team. They should be pushing, but they're just slow. Team is very slow. I guess you do like a triple sack for the force. That's fine. You get the force. You get some picks. You should now chill and start pushing another door, probably. Aim team's heal beam is that choke. This could go very badly for you guys. It's going very badly for you guys. So I didn't watch what happened, but I feel like I know for a fact what happened. You guys lingered in big door because you thought you were going to get through big door. You got like some spam sent your way, plus like a guy committing on you, and you were like, oh, I don't want to go through big door anymore, this sucks. But you also didn't back out. So another thing I'll say, and this is another principle to follow, is not just like the lobby situation, right? It applies to chokes as well. If you're in an area that's tight and like a bad place to sit in for ages, don't be there. Don't do that. That's all I can say. You never want to linger in a choke. You either go through it or you back out of it. And it has to be like one fluid motion, full confidence. Otherwise you're going to get punished. This is nice from Blue to do that. I guess the enemy demo psychos at you guys. I know you were doing something at choke, okay. I didn't watch what you were up to. So that's another thing, if you're at choke and your combos at big door, that's pretty bad as well. Like another principle to follow, just be with your medic and pocket scout at all times. Or as often as you can be. On some maps there's a reason not to be, but if you follow that rule too strictly, then not following that rule, you'll actually be in a far better spot. Okay. You guys somehow hold this. I guess there are too many spawners. And that guy just kind of hard feeds. Alright, you're set up for slight. Yeah, actually set up for this side this time. Nice. Never peek this. This is bad because now they know you're here and you're risking yourself dying. Like there's a trap there. There could have been a soldier right there staring at you. Now they know you're there. You've given them free information for no reason. Okay, your team exchanges into lobby though because they thought Blue thought they had ad and they went too slow. And they took a pyro exchange essentially. I think it's nice for you to pressure main. Smart of you to give it up as well as soon as you start getting looked at. You need to be locking a door here. Not main. Main is like the least relevant door here. You should be locking shutter. And like, if you want to pressure, which I think is perfectly valid in this scenario, is you could have been pressuring shutter. This door is like hard for you. This is so much better for the enemy demo than it is for you. He's got a lot more space to work with than you. If you're playing... Imagine you had your soldier bulk. Imagine if you were being beamed here at shutter and you're shooting down at that guy or like anyone else in lobby. It's so good. So don't play main in that situation. Lock down shutter. It's a far more relevant door. It looks like you're playing with no auto reload, or did you just run out of ammo? Unlucky that that doesn't kill that guy. Plus his scout clears it for him. It looks like you're not playing with auto reload on. There's always like a delay between you reloading and not. It's not like you're even charging stickies. Now you actually have ammo. That's obvious enough, but I would turn auto reload on 100%. Or maybe I've lost my mind and I don't know the delay between shooting and reloading his demo. They have a sniper. Your team should probably not have 2 scouts on Gullywash last, even in even. I think you should always have a gun on Pyro. I think there's an argument to be made you don't necessarily need the gun, but under optimal conditions you should probably have it. It's like free. Like there's no reason you shouldn't have it. Okay, enemy team's being forced. You've lost 2 for it, but they also lost like a player during all of it. You end up getting forced, but you get the demo kill. This is good. You guys should just be pushing shutter here. They still have a sniper. He dies. Your team should just be killing the soldier here. Yeah, really nice damage from you. Your scout should have rushed him. You should just be getting free now. There's no demo on the door. There's no sniper alive to watch it. You forced one of the soldiers away. Worst case, there's one more soldier that could be here. And if he is, like, you guys just fuck him up. Your team should have been through shutter here. They're rotating their way to river now. This isn't completely horrible. Like, I understand why they're going river. They're probably taught that you should always push out river. But, yeah, look at this. They're just going to start pressuring into lobby now. You have no, like, ammo ready for this. Or heals. Yeah, you get the picks from top, though. Nice. They still have a sniper, and you see him. Just how AFKs on point and gets headshot. Oh, this is rough. Your med needs to heal you. Yeah, okay. Not the worst thing I've seen, but it just... I think this is going to go bad for you guys. Yeah. You get punished for being slow there, essentially. Like, you let them get a bunch of spawners. You didn't kill this guy here, that was a free pick. Like, your scout that was 185 didn't want to push through the shutter to kill the guy that you did 100 to. Like, 152. They haven't used yet. They're going to use now. You're dead. Unlucky. This is still holdable, actually. Because they have a sniper, and you have a lot of spawns. And their Uber is not that great. Yeah, nice. You hold.
Alert. The control point is being contested. We have secured the control point.
Okay, there was a guy behind, and you rolled out when you, like, without really giving a fuck about his existence. So that's a bit odd, but... Really nitpicky. It's kind of questionable which guy who is better to shoot here. Like, that one sticky that you're hitting on 3 people is like a lot of damage, I understand. But realistically speaking, none of them are gonna die. So you should probably, but you also do need to pressure the enemy team out at some point. But I think you could have shot that scout on top of the point, and maybe I think one of your stickies looks like it's aimed at him, and you just kind of miss it. So I don't know. But basically, I would definitely consider shooting this guy at least once or twice. But I do like what you were doing. Like, it's what you did here isn't like necessarily bad. Like, some people would say it was right. But if you shoot that scout, there's a chance he dies. Like, he got out on 60 health. If you hit him with a like a nice sticky or like 2 like bad ones, like, he's dead. Okay, you need to lock out the choke. It's even. You have ad even, so you should be pushing this. But let's see if you know that you have ad. Looks like you know it. It does not look like you know it, unless you're gonna push big door for some reason. Your enemy, your team seems to like gravitating towards big door, which is just like odd, because it's the flank door. It's not like the right place to be. You've left choke completely open as well. Now that you're rotating away from it, you want to leave at least a soldier there. It's just odd that your team seems to gravitate towards here so much. Okay, I guess you just sacked and you were pressuring. Maybe it's a double sack because Karma's in as well. You end up getting the force. Now you have full ad. You're with your med and your pocket scout. The pocket scout's just left you to feed into big door. It's good that he doesn't die though. An Uber like this, you want to delay for as long as possible before using it, because you want to let them in, you want to let like some people to come in so that you have something to Uber onto, as well as the more time you go before Ubering gives you more time for spawners, which gives you a better chance of having a better fight post Uber because you have more spawners around to help you. So let's see how long you go before getting forced. Your med drops your scout, so he waits too long. You can't drop your scout there, so this is just fucked. And then you also like keep going forward with a bad Uber. Like, as soon as your scout dies there, you and your med should just start running away. There's nothing to be done there. Kill anything on the way out. Maybe there's something behind because you were down so many people that like a flank could have gotten in behind, or some shit like that. That's about it. As soon as your scout dies there, you run. You and your med run. It feels bad, you know. It feels bad to use Uber and run, but it's the situation. You have to play it out like that. Alright. You're going to try and delay for spawners as well as you can here. You actually make them drop their scout, and your soldier also gets a pick. You get caved. Dear God. It's demonic. Is there a guy in here? No. Everyone's in front. River is uncleared. This guy must have seen that guy. Okay, and you're forward lock and choke. This is nice. I like you pre-sticky and choke. Now you look at big door. This is a really good fight for you to be taking. Okay, don't take your eyes off big door there. I know that someone got bombed or something. Did you get? Oh, you killed the med. Nice. Okay, good, good. Nice. I would say you don't have to take your eyes off big door there, but again, tiny detail. For the most part, I think you played that well. You know, you looked at the choke and punished the enemy team for trying to walk through it. That guy just commits on you and trades out for you, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, I have to piss so bad. I drank too much cranberry juice. Okay, your team is not locking doors down on even Ubers. They're just letting... I don't know where your medic is at. They're pushing big door. This is insane. I want to see what your team's up to here. They flanked the enemy combo through big. Okay. If they're gonna do this shit, they can't just start playing the cap. Like, your other guy on mid has called that they're at choke. Like, that you know that they're just gonna come back and fight you here. So, instead of playing cap, just keep flanking them and get on them from behind. Don't play the cap. You're not gonna get that cap. Between the enemy team's flank, that you have to, like, bully your way through and fight, and, like, these guys just being only at choke anyway, they can easily turn around and get on you. It's now a losing situation. Nothing to do with you, I guess, Lemmy, since you just rolled out into this fucking clusterfuck. This is nice to play on choke with your soldier. That's good. It's good of you to play on him like that. Nice, that guy trades out. This is dumb. Yeah, that's exactly why. Yeah, at that point, the only threat now is a scout, and you had no stickies to protect yourself, and you're still reloading. You're 60 health. You should be backing up to choke or big door to relink up with heals. You can let this guy into mid. You'll kill him as a team together if he wants to commit to being on mid. Like, what he's doing is dumb as well, but it only worked because you were even dumber.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
What the fuck is the enemy? This is insane. Again, like, one of those random situations where your team just loves looking at big door. Like, you don't need to go to the floor to fight big door. You can, like, sit up here and spam down at big door. And you also get the bonus threat of being able to run choke and fucking those guys up. I mean, yeah, I think that's, like, the thing. There's going to be a lot of that sort of stuff at low level, where, like, some guy does something dumb, and the only reason it works is because someone plays it even dumber. Scurry. Alright. Your team has not pushed choke once. Alright. Your team just psychos through big door, your med gets dropped onto and dies. Your scout just kept running forward without checking anything, and is still in despite having no heals. I like you just trapping up shutter. It's good. It's like, it's a good principle. You're trapping up a door that they could be coming through. Trapping shutters is always nice. You're getting some good worth here, even though it looks super low impact. Okay. It's even Ubers. I guess you got the enemy med at some point as well. And your team's all together now. Is the enemy demo trapping river? No. Is he trapped? Okay, he's got shutter trapped. Okay, if you're gonna be in river as a demo, 100% the best thing for you to do is trap these walls here to like catch people pushing you, as well as like soldiers bombing around corners. So always be doing that, and then like don't worry about stickying point to support like a point play. You can like spam iron bomb right it, and it's just about as good. Because the rollers will hit people, plus like if you pipe someone, it's insane. It's 100 damage. Yeah. That's not the way you want to take that fight. You want to have protective stickies on yourself, be healthier, and peek it with pipes. If you see a guy that close, you press S. If he goes into you, you're dead. He's dead. You live. That's like an example of how much it helps to have those stickies up on yourself in river. I don't think Lemmy's here right now, but I guess I'll have the VOD. Sorry I didn't get around to watching these in time for when Granary was still being played, but yeah. So I'm not going to check out the Granary after this. This is the last demo review I'm doing today. Okay, they're down 3, you're only down 1, it's even Ubers. Again, your team is taking the long way round when you have an advantage. An advantage this big, you just walk in through Shutter and Balk, and like focus down a combat class until the enemy team uses Uber on him, or drops him, and then you have like an even better advantage. Yeah. Instead you're going the long way round, your soldiers in early, and now you're going into what's essentially an even fight, about to become very uneven with their spawns. Okay, so you're exchanging here. You get 2 kills, but their Uber is a lot better. You're gonna die here. Or maybe not, because they have 0 position. Okay. Okay, same story as what I said earlier, where one team plays it dumb, and the only reason it works is because the other team only plays it even dumber. If blue team plays that any better, that goes catastrophically bad for you guys. But they had their med and demo were playing down here instead of up here. Like the heavy or demo should have been the only ones on the floor. They need someone ending the Uber up here so that you can't be up here. And like I guess the med drops the soldier. That soldier should have been Ubered on, like fighting you. Alright, I think the demo is over. You lose a soldier, but they didn't really go to mid. It's just some troll shit. Yeah, they have a heavy. Okay. Honestly, for a low demo, not that bad. Like, no, yeah, you should play behind point alone in disad, but it's even Ubers. In even Ubers, you want to lock stuff down. Like, a lot of demos play behind point in a disad. That's the correct thing to do, but it wasn't disad. Whenever a situation is... Okay, obviously that wasn't even in numbers-wise, but if there's even Ubers or even numbers or both, you need to attempt to hold a door. Like, there you're only 3 people, right? So it's a lot harder, but... You need to try hold a door or a position rather than like let the enemy team in and like pick people off one by one and spawn camp you. Like the key thing is the only way blue lose that is if they let the demo who went ultra low after the worst Uber just chill on top and on that top area and then like recollapse, which is exactly what happened. Like he died at the end after he had shot everything and done a bunch of damage to like a spawner scout who came in too late. So it's the only way blue team lose that. Alright. Think we're done with the demo review, brothers. Bye. Bye, guys.